Crypto Frog in the house. Crypto bear market. Ugh. Fucking disgusting. My family. Just wanna make it. Why is life so unfair, Papa? Oosh! Having it large. Like a gangster. Top boy. Crypto Frog in the house. It's a bear, in case you're wondering. Right, the title of this stream. Oi Frog, why do you always play the music at the start? I like to get straight into it. It's my way of doing it. Crypto bear market, how to survive and thrive. Like what I did there. Rhythmic. Always good for the rhythmic. So yeah, it kind of sucks being in a bear market, but I guess that's where we are right now. So just gonna have to deal with it. If you're new here, subscribe please, and thumbs up for the algorithm and all that jazz. Because the more thumbs up, the more the algo will put this video in people's faces, and then they might make it, because they might make it through the bear market, isn't it? It's what you'd want. Thumbs up equates getting that kind of QT girlfriend. 17 watching, 5 thumbs up, never gonna make it. Karma, do you not believe in karma? Disclaimer, no finny, no financial advice doth be giveth on this. I don't know why I turn into fucking Shakespeare sometimes, but no financial advice do be giveth on this channeleth. You can follow me on Twitter, CryptoFrog202. Get on with it, Frog. Fucking hell. If you want to be a giga ledge, support the channel and all that, and plus, when the market turns around, might throw some fucking alpha down your fucking gullet on Subscribestar, isn't it? Right, so Bitcoin briefly dipped under 30,000, and everyone had a fucking heart attack, including myself. Recovered now, there. Cardiac arrest. Someone's telling me there's a difference between a cardiac arrest and a heart attack. I always thought they were exactly the same thing. Wasn't going to argue the point though. It's more interesting things to argue than about that. If any doctors are listening, describe what's the difference between a cardiac arrest and a heart attack. I'd be interested to know. Thanks very much. And how I can avoid going about getting one within the next fucking 6 months of this fucking shitty market. Ethereum is about 2.4k. So let's talk about some bear market survival fucking tips and shit. Because it didn't really help having Terra, Luna, and the UST situation unfold. That kind of exacerbated an already rather shitty situation. I was DCAing, then I got scared and stopped DCAing, and then immediately at that point, it kind of rebounded a bit, as per fucking usual. So, exactly what I do, the opposite always, the thing that I want to happen, the opposite thing always happens. I guess you must know that feeling if you're listening to the stream. 24 people watching. Wow. A lot of people tuning in today. Maybe it's the time. I'm doing this at a slightly different time than normal. I hope you're enjoying it. Maybe I should do more at this time if I get more fucking viewers. But still, 24 is a pittance compared to the kind of gravy that I fucking grind out on these streams. It's ridiculous. Right, so first thing in a bear market is preservation of capital, isn't it? Don't go donking off all your capital catching falling knives. And if you really, really want to try and catch some knives in terms of alts or Bitcoin or whatever. DCA in, dollar cost average, you know, tier your buys. Unless you are, unless you can read fucking graphs like Beethoven could read scores of music, I wouldn't bother with leverage trading. I'm not one of those kind of sicko YouTube people who tries to show you reference links to leverage trading sites. You will get wrecked. I can attest to the fact. I think basically, so when the market's a bit depressed like this, just fucking patience. By the way, I will look in the chat later, so if you have any tips on how you best deal with the bear market situation, please leave in the chat and I'll have a look later and I'll say whether I agree with you or not. Patience is a virtue. Oh my god, it's very, very tempting to always have a foot in the door and think, oh, I'm just going to keep DCAing down. But then if it keeps going down and down and down and you're DCAing, naturally at some point you're going to reach like a breaking point. I don't care who fucking says they don't look at how far it's going down. They look how far it's going down. And sometimes, and I meet people as well who just refuse to sell. Another thing, don't marry your bags, especially if they're a fucking mid-tier altcoin, because if Bitcoin giga damps, it is going to get giga wrecked, if you know what I'm saying. It's like fucking twice as bad as Bitcoin damps. So you're going to need like a long-term strategy. Avoid NFTs. I mean, this is part of the preservation of capital angle. Let's at least put a attractive lady on the screen. Thumbs up the algo. Thank you very much. 27 people watching, only 14 thumbs up. Do you want good karma to spread or not? Yeah, so half the battle is preserving your capital through the tough times. So when you deploy the powder, you can maximize the gains when the market comes around again. It's like cycles. It's like poetry. It rhymes, yo. But if you're like spunking all your Ethereum on NFTs and that, then you're going to have less powder to deploy when the market starts going up again, isn't it? And plus, I don't know how many of you it's your first rodeo in terms of a bear market. It definitely becomes less terrible the more you experience it. I wouldn't say it gets any less dreadful, but I think psychologically you can handle it better. Plus, you do kind of get a bit more patience and you do get more of a sense of when things might start coming around. Because I remember the first bear market I was in crypto fucking years ago. I was just constantly wanting to like glean all this information of people, and a lot of the time a lot of stuff you read on Twitter is just people wish casting, either bears who've got fucking 5x shorts on fucking Bitcoin or whatever, saying the sky's going to fall in. Now it doesn't help. Now we had the Terra UST situation. It doesn't help that the macroeconomic situation is fucking bag balls right now. Got this fucking war in Russia, fucking war against Ukraine and that. You got all the sanctions, you got the commodity prices going through the roof, the fact that Ukraine and Russia are basically like the wheat fields of the world, and then you got the fucking stonks are like crashing too. Nasdaq, Netflix, fucking Amazon, all getting wrecked. I wouldn't. It's like Bitcoin's so intertwined with that shit now, though. It's kind of like becoming what I hoped it would never be, where Bitcoin kind of follows fucking Wall Street. but whatever, we have to take the chain that is given to us and yank on that chain. So I think you always want to be looking to increase your earning power, whether that be if you're in stables, putting your stables to work in some kind of yield bearing project. I would be very, very selective about where you deploy said stable coins. I got my pants pulled down on Beanstalk, aka Bean. I think something like Ave, probably pretty safe. But that's the way you can still kind of be earning better than you would be. You can still be keeping ahead of inflation and all that. And fucking Bidenomics and fucking Sippy Cup Joe. Shit his pants Joe. I think the thing is, like, as well, like, if you're, like, buying, like, meme coins and shit during, like, I still see people shilling, like, that Marshall Rogan Inu, like, during a bear market, which we're in now. I'm like, just what the fuck are you doing? I know they're shilling their own bags, whatever. Work for your bag. Hashtag work for your bag. I've been in the Telegram groups. But I just think the road to ruin lieth in meme coins, particularly fucking ones to do with UFC, considering it was a bit of a snore fest, and fighters don't mention it during the post-fight interviews anymore, which is kind of hilarious. Anyway, just my personal opinion, don't bother touching meme coins. You will get wrecked. And plus, avoid, if you can, avoid jumping into like brand new coins that pop up on Dex Screener. Because when we're talking about preserving like capital and getting rugged, they're kind of like two opposite ends of the spectrum. So try and avoid getting fucking rugged. That's a good tip for you. If you really feel the urge to start DCAing in, make sure you do it with some fucking blue chip gravy. Your Bitcoin, obviously when the market recovers, Bitcoin leads it, but then your top quality blue chip alts will rally a lot faster than the old corn will. So DCA, don't. CZ actually does come out with some pretty good tweets. He tweeted just earlier today, and in fact, like if you're really like panicking about what the market's doing, you probably have put too much down. So don't feel the need to put like 50% of your stack in right off the bat. Just fucking gradually go in, like 10%. If it drops another 5%, stick another 12.5%, something like that. Gradually. To me, no financial advice. I mean, if you would have said to me that Sippy Cup Biden had gone to his mate Jerome Powell, who probably slags him off behind his back, fucking senile old cunt. Apologies if you're listening in a family vehicle, but this is Crypto Frog's YouTube. Plus, they're kids, they'll be saying like C word and F word and shit when they're about fucking 11 now, innit? That's the way society's going. What you want to do is just want to DCA into decent shit. Don't be like DCAing into like stuff like I don't know, let's go through here, like Alice or fucking Bitcoin Cash or C98 or Chili's or Dash. Get yourself in like some like Avalanche, Ethereum, Matic will probably pump when the market comes around. Phantom will probably do alright once their issues are resolved. It's pretty wrecked right now. XRP will probably bounce right back up as well. Cardano will probably pop right back up as well. You got to imagine at some point Chainlink will pop right back up as well. Matic, I said that. Near Protocol is an up and coming good one in my opinion. But I actually went through like what alts I reckon are pretty good in the previous stream. If you want to check it out, check it out. There's plenty of resources available to you. So if they're, you kind of just want to take a break from the market, keep an eye on it, but not delve too deep into it. There's a whole bunch of shit you could start reading. You could start watching some of Crypto Frog's old streams, learn a little bit in it. Go on projects' websites, see what's going on in the roadmap. See if you find out something in the roadmap that's coming up that would be a huge catalyst, regardless of whether it would be a bear market or not. You got time in the day. If you do have time in the day, I don't know. Maybe you work 18 hours a day in a warehouse. If you don't, you can make 30 minutes a day to have a look around and see what's coming up. See what some of the new coins on Gecko are like. Probably avoid the new pairs that come straight on Deck Screener, but some of the new coins that come up on Gecko that look respectable, have a decent tokenomics, have a bit of a nice innovative, unique thing going on. But I think a lot of people say, and it's a tried and tested saying really, that the real gains come in the bear market. I mean, it's kind of like a meme now, but buy the dip. But there's a way of buying the dip. I mean, you could get lucky and throw it all in, 100% of your stack in, and magically hit the absolute bottom. But a lot of the time that's not going to happen. So make it survivable. Also, there's plenty of ways you can earn passive income. The node game is kind of like fallen off gigantically, to be quite frank, but there are other passive income fields such as convex, curve, etc., yield farming if that's your bag, solo staking if that's your bag. But the people, a lot of the time, the people who really made it in crypto, their start came during these trying, testing times of a bear market. And don't boil down on yourself like, oh fuck, why am I the only one who is getting wrecked all the time and all that shit? No. People only share their wins on Twitter. People are getting wrecked left, right, and center. I mean, think about all those people that got wrecked by the UST and the Anchor protocol and the Terra situation. And my commiserations to them. See people like laughing about that. I mean, I did suggest to Binance that they just delist Luna, but it's just my preference. But, having lost fair whack in Bean, what comes around goes around. So if you go about celebrating people's bad luck or whatever, even if you think it was a bit of a Ponzi scheme or whatever, so what? Don't revel in other people's misery. It's always good to have, like I say, the Giga Ledge Subscribe Star Telegram, which there's a link to on my Subscribe Star. I've become a Subscribe Star member. It's always good to have a good group of like solid people. There's only like 160 of us in there. But it's good to have people that you can like shoot ideas off, knock ideas off, and have someone who that you don't know personally, but have a variety of different opinions. Like saying, what do you think about what do you think is a good entry point for this one? What do you think about this one going forward? Shit like that. And then I think another thing, you need to kind of have a, as I said, a like more long-term mindset. So kind of have a goal. So say for example, I've been looking at like Avalanche. And to be honest with you, that's one of the ones I'm really keen to get into if it damps more. I mean, personally speaking, I'd love to be starting to DCA in at about $35. That would be absolute butter. I'll say it again, I'll say it again, I'll say it again, I'll say it again. But XRP is always good for a pump when the market comes back green. So anything kind of like 40 cents, 35 cents, oh holy mother of God, I will be DCAing into that. And I will not be embarrassed. Avoid getting sucked into like fucking hype cycles. Avoid getting sucked into obvious coordinated shills on crypto Twitter. Happens all the time. Have a goal in mind. For example, if I DCA'd into Avalanche and I had an average price of like $35, you're goddamn right I'm selling half that stack the minute it hits $70 on the nail, if not more than half my stack when it hits 70. But I don't care if I think it's going to go to 150, 200 later. That is my strategy. I'm going to stick to it. Or you can have a higher tolerance. If you DCA in, you have an average price of like $35 on Avalanche or $40 or whatever, and it reaches 2x or whatever. But you think, no, I'm going to hold out for 100. It's your prerogative. But just have some kind of idea. You don't have to write it down or anything, but have a mental note. Isn't it? Just fucking supplying gravy here. It's ridiculous. Have some risk management though. Fucking hell. The amount of people I speak to in real life, like normies, like if they're like down 5%, they're like, no, I don't want to sell now. I'll lose too much money. Like, you know, you're going to lose a lot more money if you hold that for another 1 week. And like, no. If I sell now, I'll lose what I put in. I'll lose 5%. I'm like, well, I'll come back in a week, and you'll have lost a third of what you put in. And I come back in a week, and I say, how are you doing? And they, 99.9% of the time, come back to me and say, yeah, you were right. I lost a third of what I put in, or a half of what I put in. All the time. All the fucking time. Yeah, so I mean, as CZ tweeted out, I mean, it's all well and good, like the Chad meme and that, like, just fucking stick your fucking scrotum on the desk and be like, boom, there's my fucking manhood. There's 100% of my stack all in. This is definitely the bottom. If you do that, you'll be a quivering wreck. If the market tanks another 10%, it's just fucking slow and steady, baby, slow and steady. And if you fuck up, try and learn from that fuck up. That's advice I should give to myself. And if you find yourself surrounded by people who just positively reinforce what you already think, maybe you should think about expanding your social circle. There are plenty of ways to reach out to new people with new ideas on Telegram, Discord, crypto, Twitter, other people you might know in real life who like crypto. I'm sure there's a bunch of people who love fucking Dogecoin out there, and they probably all like say, yeah, Elon's gonna tweet like to the moon someday, so just keep holding. And they never talk to me, and I'd say, look, you're going to get wrecked. So it's good to kind of like not just listen to what you want to listen to. But if you know, you got just kind of a little kind of tight balance. I'm going to look at the chat. If anyone's complaining, why isn't he looking at the chat? And this is fake live or something like that. There's so many like fucking flat earthers in my fucking YouTube chat. It is ridiculous. I am kind of tempted to jump into Terra though. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Fuck. But I think that's kind of okay to have maintain that bit of like being sensible, but also having that bit of degeneracy at the same time, but not going full degen during a bear market. You will get wrecked. And then also question what you think. Like, I mean, Bitcoin's kind of going down a bit again, 31.4. I mean, this week we got the consumer price index coming out in the US. I mean, the fucking pandemic's still a mess, and that economy's fucked, inflation's fucked, everything's fucked, precious metals are fucked, everything's getting fucking that black guy in Pulp Fiction up the ass. But yeah, just survival mode, like Leo in that movie where he gets attacked by a bear, just fucking curl up in a ball and just be like, ah! I don't know what's the best way. You're supposed to like stare down a bear, aren't you? Just be like, I don't know whether I could literally do that, or jump up and down and make like squeaking, shouting sounds. Fucking hell. But anyway, let's take a look at the chat before I edge off on a tangent, which I probably did. Tunesai in the house, 2 a.m. for Tunesai, legend. Better time for me. What's up, Frog? What's up, Storm K? What's up, Sulphur Man? I love bear markets. Everything's on sale. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. 50% off. 50% off. Profit taking seems to have been taking place in commodities, likely sell off along the indices. Tunesai is fucking, I think he's been reading some fucking Adam Smith or something. He's gone all fucking, or he's attended the World Economic Forum, or he's buddied up with, what's his fucking face? Klaus. Simon O'Flynn, major recession on the way, methinks. The reality is VCs and big players sold weeks ago. I tend to agree with that, sir. 18 months or so of bear to deal with. I'm staking a big stack of POC nodes. Too lazy to unstake. F my life. What about staking Olympos? Well, there's a talk about them doing the buyback thing, but I don't know. You would have thought that would have been priced in, because the price seems to just keep going down and down and down and down and down and down and down. It's like constantly hitting all-time lows. So I really don't know what to say to you about that. Some people have been suggesting that might be a decent way. I mean, to be quite frank with you, at this point, when it has total lot value more than $50 million more than its market cap, and you can get like 900% or whatever. How many percentage stable you got, Frogster? I don't have any stable. I have cash money on the table like a fucking gangster. But pretty much, apart from my nodes and shit, I'm just completely ready to pounce. Boom. What coins do you hold indefinitely, Frog? None of them. Slurp time or nah? In my opinion, probably just wait. What's the rush? Really, what's the rush? I mean, shit could get fucking... Yeah, a Bitcoin could go up like two grand in the next day or two or whatever. But I just think there's a lot of like economic sludge coming down the pipe. But that's just what I think. Got a vid on which dips a slurp. My previous stream, sir, learn about economics. Those that bought Ape at $24. Yeah, there was some ballsy swaps during the nuke on UST. Hasmaniac, Ledge. What are we slurping, Froggo? Definitely got my eye on slurping, not right now, but slurping some Avalanche. Not right now, perhaps later. Slurping some XRP, that always likes a pump when the market comes good. Avalanche. Perhaps some Cardano. I think June is quite a big month for Cardano. Do your own research. Near Protocol. I mean, I like that. I like that at like $7. I like that at $7 a lot. That's just like itching to pump. Near Protocol is itching to pump. Algorand. Tech is good. And Chainlink, I don't know. I was thinking I'd start DCAing into that. Like, I thought you know, if that gets below $10, I'm definitely going to start DCAing into it. Now it's at under $9. I don't even know whether I want to start DCAing it at like $6. It's really bizarre. ApeCoin is just fucking retardedly wrecked, and as is Internet Computer, but that was always going to happen. The sandbox is something, I mean, if I could grab something at like 125, fuck yes, I'd be DCAing into the sandbox. That always seems to come back strong. Just looking in the top 100. Yeah, so let's just quickly run through. So, just my personal opinion, XRP, something around 35 cents would be gravy. DCAing in for X's long term. I mean, at the end of the day, if you think crypto's here to stay, do you not think buying Bitcoin for like $28,000 is a good investment? If you think crypto is here to stay, do you think buying XRP for 35 cents is a good investment? If you think crypto is here to stay, do you think buying Avalanche at $35 is a good investment? I think if you can answer yes to any of those questions, then you know what you should probably do. But you can find your own comfort levels, isn't it? But yeah, so slurping, always looking at the slurp for the Bitcoin, always looking for the slurp on the Ethereum, always looking for the slurp on the XRP, kind of looking for the slurp on the Cardano, looking for the slurp on the Avalanche, always looking for the slurp on Near Protocol. A lot of whale buddies of mine waiting for the slurp on the FTX token. I'm not so sure. Don't know what to make of slurping on the old Chainlink. Really don't know what to make of that. Not gone off slurp, wanting to slurp ApeCoin. Fuck that shit. Never ever going to slurp Internet Computer. Definitely going to be slurping the sandbox if that goes anywhere near like $1. Fucking hell, I'm slurping that. Slurping it hard. Phantom, fucking hell, if that goes down to like 35 cents, fuck yes, I'll be slurping it. Yeah, well, I hope I gave you like fucking 8 things there. Do you think the bear market is based on months out from halving or S&P? I really don't know, bro. Depends on the bear color. Will you buy my Chipto OG from me? Lol. Will you buy my Chipto OG from me? Mantis. Or will you buy all fucking 7 of mine off me? Lol. I'm scared, Frog. Hold my diamond hand, please. By the way, if you have a diamond hand NFT, go to the diamond hand website because you can claim their Good Vibes DAO token. I think you get 200 for each diamond hand NFT you hold. There's some fucking alpha for your gravy. Joey says, Paul Tudor Jones says, get out of equities and be in inflation hedges. 5% gold, 5% Bitcoin and fiat. Yeah, I got some precious metals. I'm not holding any Bitcoin at the minute, and if I got fucking shit tons of fiat. But I don't know where to direct that fiat. BTC isn't an inflation hedge. At this point, no, it really isn't. Tick to my list, Froggo, performing really well right now. Yeah, we talked about that in the Giggle Edge Telegram group a lot. Abergotchi hanging tough, NFT value going up, lol. Still stacking Revest. My Revest is locked for 12 months, sir. And if the price is still in the toilet, as soon as that unlocks, I will lock it for another 12 months. Got my token, but cheers for the heads up. Remember the good old Crypto Leo's days? Yes, I certainly do, sir. But I don't think investing in NFTs is particularly the smart thing to do in this bear market situation. But Jesus, mama, if I could get me some 28k Bitcoin, fuck, I would be loving life. Hope I'm telegraphing that enough to you. If I could get me some sweet $30 avalanche. Oh my god, mama. If I could get my if I could get like $5 near, that would be legendary. I used to think if I could get sub $10 link, but now I don't know what the fuck's going on. Anyway, so brief wrap up to people who've just tuned in. By the way, if you just tuned in, 44 people watching, subscribe. You get more gravy like this, and thumbs up for the algo. More people watching. Might finally break 11,500 subscribers after about a month. And I had 11,500, then I got the fucking coof, and people fucking dropped off. Fair weather fans, yo. Fair weather subscribers. When I had the fucking coof. Pure blood, baby. So yeah, bear strategies. Just learn how to reallocate your portfolio. Know when to deploy your powder. Have a bit of a strategy in mind. Be able to get through this choppy period, because this is when the fucking money is to be made longer term. Have a long-term plan. Kind of avoid NFTs, in my opinion. If you want to get balls deep in NFTs, that's completely up to you. Remember, they are very illiquid. You can't just sell an NFT like you can sell a Bitcoin on Binance. Correct? I think so. Learn from your mistakes. Keep your focus on bigger blue chips and layer 2s, shit like that. Stuff that does solve shit in crypto. Keep working on like meeting new people, getting new ideas, gleaning new information, not just fucking positively reinforcing what you already think about shit. And once you've gone through your first bear market, then you'll be better prepared for the second and the third and the fourth. And let's hope this fucking bear market doesn't last that long, and let's hope we all catch the bottom. And disclaimer, no financial advice. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you all subscribe and thumbs up. But subscribe is always Trey appreciate. Until next time, peace out!